Pokémon Crystal, released for Game Boy Color in 2000, and an enhanced version of Pokémon Gold/Silver, which released a year earlier in 1999. Just like Pokémon Red and Blue, Pokémon Crystal is an RPG where you catch different creatures and use them to battle others to become the very best. Since the world is filled with wild Pokémon, some Pokémon can only be found by fishing. Just like in Pokémon Red and Blue, there are 3 total fishing rods: the Old Rod, the Good Rod, and the Super Rod. The Old Rod can be found after the second badge on Route 32 at the Pokémon Center. The Good Rod can be found in Olivine City in the house just above the Pokémon Center. And lastly, the Super Rod can be found on Silence Bridge on Route 12 of Kanto. But as for the Pokémon the rods can find, the Old Rod can find Magikarp, Tentacool, Goldeen, and Poliwag, which is better than only Magikarp as it was in Red and Blue. With the Gold Rod, you can find Corsola, Krabby, Tentacool, Magikarp, Shellder, Staryu, Poliwag, Goldeen, Gyarados, Dratini, and lastly, but certainly not least, is Chinchou. Yes, finally! Excuse me, I'm very excited that Chinchou is here. And lastly, with the Super Rod, you can find Magikarp, Goldeen, Seeking, Poliwag, Dragonair, Gyarados, Tentacruel, Corsola, Quillfish, and Lantern. In order to use a fishing rod, just like in Pokemon Red and Blue, open your bag and go to the Key items pocket. If you scroll down a little bit, the placement of the item depends on when you got the rods. Hover over the rod you want to use and click A. If you do, you'll be able to choose one of 3 options: use, select, or quit. If you hit use, in order to actually go fishing, you have to be facing the direction of the water first, or else you just won't be able to use it. If you select, the rod, or most items in any case, will be able to be automatically used when hitting the select button. A lot of selecting. This feature is very nice, as whenever you want to fish or use the bike, you only have to hit select instead of going into your bag every time, which saves a lot of time. And the quit option just deselects the item. Just like in Pokemon Red and Blue, when you cast the rod into the water, wait a few seconds until an exclamation mark appears over your head, then click A. If you don't find anything, as it's somewhat common since suction cups and sticky hold had yet to exist, you will get a message saying, not even a nibble. But if you do click A at the correct time, you'll officially catch a Pokemon. I don't really know where else to add this, but just like in Pokemon Red and Blue, each Pokemon fished has a 1 in 8,192 chance of being shiny, basically a different color than it normally is. And unlike those games, you will know as soon as they appear on the screen. In this video, I talked strictly about Pokemon Crystal. The other main 2 Johto games, being Gold and Silver, not Heart Gold Soul Silver, I'll get to those later, have very similar mechanics, meaning that everything said here will apply to those 2 as well. Like Pokemon Red and Blue, Pokemon Crystal has an okay fishing minigame, as it's just pressing select, waiting a few seconds, and pressing A. But the Pokemon introduced in this generation are some of my favorites, like Chinchou. Chinchou is perfect. But thank you for watching.